not satisfied.
So what did you want? What were you?
I wanted exactly what you saw. That's what I wanted. I wanted you to look at that film and go, who is that dude?
Okay.
Or if you knew who I was,
Yeah,
he did that. What I'm mad about, respect.
Yeah.
That's what I was fighting for. Respect me. I am the real deal, and you fools are going to see it. Everybody, from network to studio to audience to public, I'm him. Roll Bounce was a script that was written. It was fantastic on paper. What happens sometimes is that a casting director that's assigned to the script, or before Roll Bounce was even sold, the studio wanted to even do it. What they do is they'll call actors in. Casting director will call actors in that they know they have a relationship with, to sit around a table and do a table read for execs and for those, the powers that be, to see if they like it. The film is not set. It ain't even got no money behind it. There's nothing behind it. So a bunch of us got the call to kind of sit around, and we all know each other. Taj Mowry was called to do Bow Wow's part. David Allen Greer was called to do Shia McBride's the father. You would be, if I had a camera show, you'd be like, whoa, these are the original people.
Right.
And then me.
David Allen Greer is brilliant, by the way.
My God.
He's brilliant.
Brilliant. So then, make a long story short, we do the table read. Studio's like, oh, we want to do it. Put it on its feet. Let's get it going. All right, get a call. You got to audition for Roll Bounce. Audition? I did the table read. What you mean? That's my audition. Humble yourself, Wesley. Humble yourself. Go in and do it. So fine, you go in and do it. Okay. Gets down to it. The movie is in production. Megan, Bow Wow, Marcus Polk, Rick Gonzalez, everybody who's in this movie is already in Chicago shooting. They haven't casted Sweetness yet. And I'm at the same time, I'm working on my TV show with Amanda Bynes. I'm locked into the WB, CW, excuse me, at this time. And so I got two things going against me. One, I'm locked into a show schedule. Two, the studio loved me, but they wanted Usher, or they wanted Omarion to play Sweetness.
Okay. Probably because of the dance component, I'm assuming.
Oh, no, they're bean counters.
Okay. They figure they have an audience.
It's the politics.
Audience. Okay.
It's just, they gotta, Usher is Usher. I mean, Omarion is Omarion.
Right.
And both who I love dearly, good guys, talented beyond, all aspects. But for me as an actor, it's offensive. Here we go again. And in my position, I'm constantly fighting that.
Yeah.
And it's like being that in between. You're not big enough,
right?
But you're in that little space, where it's just, so it's like, all right, so I'm getting this right. Malcolm Lee, who directed it, had my back, man. He called me and gave me 411. We had a really just, great conversation, and I'm mad. And he's like, well, why do you want to do this? No one understood why I wanted to do this role. My agents, managers, nobody understood I was fighting for this role to do it. You don't speak in the movie. You're barely in it. There's a whole bunch of reasons that they could not see. This goes back to what we're talking about training. Could not see what I see. So as an actor, I see on paper, he doesn't speak, but he doesn't have to. Right. If he's done correctly, he can say 1,000 words with just his face.
Right.
So I vented to Malcolm, it's nonsense, man. I don't understand, you have Usher against Bow Wow. It's a music video, for crying out loud. What are we talking about here? So I was angry. I was extremely mad. I'll never forget how mad I was. Make a long story short, he fought for me. He says, well, why do you want to do it? I said, he has to be, Sweetness has to be funny. You have to hate him. He has to be sexy. He has to be every young man, middle-aged, or old man wants to be him. Every young, middle-aged, and old woman want to be with him. He has to be all these colors. He has to be scary. He has to have all these things for him to work. And he said, all right. Hung up with me. Did what he had to do. Going to bat for me, as well as some of the other people behind there that was helping out. And then I got the role. Okay. Not to mention, here's a film now that I can be with it in a film with all my peers and friends. Like we all knew each other. Like we were all friends in this. I was mad though. I got it, but I was pissed off.
Is
Mm.
sweetness like your alter ego? Like, do you conjure aspects of you for different roles?
Oh, there's
Like,
different. Yeah, it's different. Yeah, there's different pieces of him are me.
yeah,
There are. There's,
yeah,
but that's
for
what
sure.
but that's what people don't realize. Like everybody's like, oh, Denzel's the same person in every movie. You start to hear that, and to me, it's a little annoying because
Mhm.
here's a man who's been working for 40 plus years in the game or longer, and he's done 100 films or 100 films, 600 films or 1,000 films and projects that we all grew up watching for generation after generation. You're gonna see an element of him in
Right. This is
everything
true.
after so long.
This is
It's
true.
just the way that it is.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's still
he's
a human. He's still
yeah,
Denzel.
he's still Denzel.
Right,
It's just
right.
like you're gonna get some of that.
Yeah.
You know, you live long enough. It's just give the guy a break. He's fantastic. Do you like
Yeah.
the stuff that he does?
Yeah.
Yes. Shut up.
Absolutely. I mean, his catchphrase is "Get your
Yeah.
hands off me."
The boy is bad. Take. You
He
can
done
say what
said
you
that in
want.
about 5 movies.
The boy is bad. But I mean, here's the thing.
Yeah.
So, what did I do? Well, going back to stealing and robbing.
Mm-hmm.
Sweetness was a combination between Morris Day, John Travolta,
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
and Julius Carey, who played Sho'nuff from The Last Dragon.
Wow.
Who had
Kiss my Converse.
who I took, and now I worked with Julius prior to him passing, as playing his
Yeah.
son on a TV show that never made it for Fox,
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
and I took from those guys and put them in a melting pot, and that's how
That's
I
dope.
got that. So when I say I steal and I rob, I do.
Yeah.
I take from
Nah, that's
people.
dope.
I take things that I like. It could be a hand gesture. It could be this. It could be
Yeah.
that. So when you say prepare and do all this, well, those are my preparations sometimes.
Got you.
Then sometimes it's not. I
Yeah.
don't have a clue what to do with it. And I can hear how this person sounds or how they should sound. And sometimes it's not the right thing. You just
Yeah. It's funny that you said
Yeah.
Morris Day because in Purple Rain, Morris Day was my favorite character. As a kid, I
Mhm.
used to mimic Morris Day.
But that's what that's
Yeah.
exactly
Yep.
that Morris Day in Purple Rain.
Yep.
And even on stage with Jerome, the
Mhm.
mirror thing, that
Yeah.
whole vibe
Yep.
was what you put to it. So,
Mhm.
I,
Yeah.
I'm not a
I have
Go
a
ahead.
question.
Mhm.
So with roll bounce,
Mhm.
how much of your own skating did you do?
70% off.
70%?
Yeah, but I'm dancing my whole
Okay.
life.
Okay.
My trainer and double, Moesha, who was fantastic.
Mhm.
I had 6 weeks. I trained from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day for 6 weeks.
Mhm.
I had to, and that was just what was required. I mean, when I went back to the hotel, I continued that because I
Mhm.
wanted people to see that I did most of my
Mhm.
stuff. There were certain moves I just couldn't learn in that amount of time.
Right.
Kashai Dudley, who was our choreographer, was great, and I wanted to do a lot of my stuff, so I really went above and beyond to
Yeah.
kind of grab as much as I could. And there was just things that I couldn't do that he would come in and do it on. But he was like, I felt like he was my legs and I was his arms. But
Yeah.
um,
Did you take any nasty spills?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's part of it. You
Yeah.
had to, but then again, we had by law or insurance wise, we had to have
course.
doubles because just in case we got hurt.
Right.
There was a lot of falls, man,
Mhm.
a lot of
Mhm.
blisters,
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
feet.
It looked fun though. It looked fun, especially up there in Chicago because the skate culture is so
Oh yeah, strong.
Yeah,
and
strong up there.
But I was, man, it was a lot of fun.
yeah.
Working with my friends and peers, and when I got there, they all knew because they knew the drama that was
Yeah.
happening. They had
Yeah.
already been there training,
Yeah.
so I had to play catch up.
Oh, okay.
You know,
What's some funny stories or some hidden stories that no one knows on roll bounce that happened that hadn't been told that you can tell? Because there's always shit on movie sets. There's always some drama or some funny something going on behind the scenes or
I'm trying to think, man. If I think of something along the way, I'll
Okay.
let you know.
All right.
But yeah, I wouldn't say. I mean, it's not the stuff that you want to know.
Yeah.
But like, I didn't hang out as much as
Okay.
I would have liked to.
Okay.
I was so immersed in the gym,
Yeah.
and
That was the next thing
I was in the
going to.
gym. If I wasn't on skates, I was
Yeah.
in the gym. I was angry. I had a point to prove.
What were so you got the role,
Mhm.
you're doing it, you're executing,
Mhm.
right? And you're doing a great job. I'm sure everybody's telling you that.
Mhm.
Why were you still upset?
because of the politics
But the politics is done. You got it.
No, it ain't done.
It wasn't done?
No,
I'm saying in that particular
nope.
moment.
I'm not satisfied.
So what
Because
did you want? What were you?
I
what more
wanted
did you
exactly what you saw.
want?
That's what I wanted. I wanted you to look at that film and go, who is that dude?
Okay.
Or if you knew who I was,
Yeah.
he did that. Or
So you got that.
I wanted, because I didn't make no money from Roll Bounce. The money
Okay.
was outside of that. I
Right.
had to be written out. I had to be written out of an episode of my TV show in order to do it.
Oh wow. Okay.
Like I had to get.
So you
It's
gave
a
I had to
money
get.
up.
Yeah, I had to get. The network
Yeah.
to sign off on it. I begged everybody. Everybody's like, "What is the big
Damn, you was
deal?"
fighting. You was
So I
fighting.
fought. Like I
Yeah.
had to go. Please let me go do this movie.
So you almost damn near paid to be in the movie.
I did.
Yeah.
Actually, I did.
Right.
My check was 3 times of that I made on Roll
Right,
Bounce. I didn't
right.
care about the money. It was
Right.
like I said. You said what I'm mad about. Respect.
Yeah.
That's what I was fighting for. Respect me. I am
Yeah.
the real deal, and you fools are going to see it.
Yeah.
Everybody, from network to studio to
Right.
audience to public. I'm him.
Did you
Stop playing.
Did you get the result that you wanted after it? Did you get that respect?
Here's the funny story about that. Many years later,